Give me just a moment, my lovelies. I am... Woofa! We are having a time with it. Tell you what. There we go. I actually have a stand. Until now, you have been on a cardboard box. I might be able to show you the cardboard box now, actually, in order to be able for me to look in the camera. And now you have a stand, like a proper stand, like one I paid for. So that's very fun. We are just getting set up. And now I just need to... Sorry about the noise. We're just getting set up. All right, let's see. We're here now. Hello, everyone. How is everybody? It's so good to see you, Luna. Oh my gosh. You guys are amazing, and I cannot describe how excited I am. Because I officially have, you know, my life back, so that's nice. So the hackers were really dumb. I was very lucky, in that, the people who hacked me were particularly stupid. It was a gift, honestly. And so I made it out with minimal damage, you know, because they were stupid. But not all hackers are stupid. So you gotta be careful. Out here on the internet. Can't be trusting people, even people you know, they might get hacked, which is what happened to me. Somebody I knew got hacked, and was doing something that I would expect them to do. So, did not suspect them at all. And yeah. I should be live on TikTok as well, but it looks like it's not actually live. So that's not great. That's okay. You know what? We don't need to know. TikTok is gonna be fine. We don't need any of that. And it also says Twitch is offline though, so I don't know. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. So now that that's all settled, let's go ahead and get into the game and actually play with you guys. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Because I really like the new season. And I'm very excited. I cannot find my, there we go. And now we can actually show you guys my face and everything, so. Alright, I, cannot find my, like, controller, so we're actually using keyboard and mouse, which is not my usual style for Sky. And there goes the camera. Would not be a Moth King stream if there were not technical difficulties. There we go. Alright, perfect. Hello, everybody. I promise I know what I'm doing most of the time, sometimes, occasionally. Alright, let's see. What are our dailies? Let's go ahead and get dressed, actually. Yes. It is so convenient to be able to just change like that. That is so nice. And then I actually want to wear the passage necklace. So, yeah. Give me just a second. Twitch has run away from me. There we go. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the cheer! Hi, I can't believe I didn't hear that. Okay, so basically everything's a little bit broken right now. It will be better in the future, but right now everything's just kind of a little bit broken. Because we did have to hard reset the computer. So, I promise I'm not ignoring anything anyone's doing. I just literally cannot, interact with it. So, yeah. We're having a great time with that, so. There we go. Now I should be able to hear you when you do stuff like that. So yeah, let's go see what's going on. Let's see who's on, what we can do, and let's do our dailies. I'm very excited for the season of Carnival. I haven't seen it yet. I, haven't seen any of it yet. I haven't even met the spirits. So we're gonna do that, and we're probably gonna check out Days of Nature. Not sure. But I love these two. They're just so cute. Little lovebirds. One time I saw her, though, under here with a different person. It was, like, Pointing Pilgrim. And I understand this could be platonic, but they're, like, romantically involved. So, ooh, homegirl's running around. Hello! Thank you so much! I actually did my makeup for once, which is not usual for me. The only problem is this is actually my bad eye. This eye has astigmatism. And it also has the worst vision of either of my eyes, so I can't read very well. I got hit with 2 minutes of ads. Yes, you can join. Everyone's welcome to join. I think I've caught up with all of the friend requests. If I missed you, just send me another one. Don't sit there and wait and think, oh, they didn't want me to join. I did. I just have trouble keeping up sometimes, especially with the hack. There was some delay there, so. It was really funny, though. Okay. Ooh, Golden Wasteland. I am reliving a spirit's memories. Sapling. Acquaintance. Ooh, we can make a new acquaintance. Here, I found one right here. Hello. Would you like to be an acquaintance of mine? Can we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be... Oh, I literally can't join their shared space. That's... Whew, that's interesting. Alright, let's see. Go ahead and grab my candle. If anyone else needs dailies, feel free to join. There we are! We have Luna! Hello! You look beautiful today. Oh my god, that is such a cute little dress. Is that part of the new season? Oh, you are so cute. Come here. You're being kidnapped. We're also going to turn up the volume a little bit. Perfect. I'm going to turn down the music though. There we go. You guys look amazing too. I will say everyone's been very, very awesome. And I don't know, it's just been very nice. I am really appreciative of everyone's patience lately with everything that's been going on. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's stressful, you know, to like get hacked. But at the same time, it's kind of funny because, you know, I worked in IT for a while, so I really should have been smarter. But I wasn't. And then I got hacked. So, don't be stupid. The way that it happened, and I'll explain it so that you guys know what not to do. As you guys know, I am in game dev. I'm currently working on a game, although its progress has been slow lately. I'm kind of in pre-development. Still getting the ideas ironed out, concepts, things like that. And, someone messaged me after I was doing a stream where I playtested a game and said, hey, my friend has a game that they need to have playtested. Would you mind playtesting their game? And I go, sure. Absolutely. And the thing about video games is it's actually really common for any games that are in beta and aren't published to throw red flags on your computer. Your computer's almost always going to say, hey, you don't want to run this. We don't know who the publisher is. This is scary. But thank you for the follow. Oh my god, that's so sweet. So that didn't really throw a red flag for me. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I know this person. You know, they had sent me a link to a website that looked pretty... It was amateurish enough that I could believe an indie team did it, but it was professional enough that I believed it wasn't, you know, stupid. First thing, never click a link from someone you don't know super duper well. Is that a moth? No, that's not a moth. They are very cute, though. I love their cape. Which cape is that? It's really pretty. Oh, that must be from the season 2. It's got the... Pretty much as soon as I clicked the link, they had all my, like, autofill data, stuff like that. What was more problematic is that I then downloaded something. Now, once you've downloaded it and given it administrator permissions to change things on your computer, you're screwed. They could download literally anything onto your computer. I reset my computer immediately, changed all my passwords while the hackers were talking to me like, hey, you know, I'll leak all your information if you, and change all your passwords if you don't give us money. Never give them money, but do keep them talking. Panic, beg, whatever, for long enough that you can go in behind them and change all your passwords in 2FA. And then reach out to Discord. They do have something for if your account is hacked. After that, I factory reset my computer and then I tried to flash my BIOS. I failed at flashing my BIOS and had to buy a new motherboard. So I did not mean to do that, but okay. So that sucked. But I'm lucky I can do that. If that had been on my laptop would be just gone. Like, unfortunately, that is one of the nice things about having a desktop that I built myself, is that it's I can just change out the motherboard, which is what I did. So yeah, don't download playtested video games unless you know the person and have been following the development. Honestly, even if you've been following the development, wait for other people to download it first. Is my personal bit of advice there. And if you haven't spoken to someone in a while and they suddenly talk to you and want to do something with you, always look at it with a little bit of suspicion, you know? So, that's my advice. Don't be stupid. As Philip DeFranco would say. So, yeah. Let me double check. We're going a little slow today. I'm particularly slow just because tired of from work, but yeah. So, that was kind of my week for a bit there. Taking care of business. Yeah, no, my friend said I looked like looked like I knew the password to get into the speakeasy, but I wasn't gonna tell you. And I like that. That's a good description. Should we go to Forgotten Ark? I kind of feel like we should. Also, Forgotten Ark has the red glow, and also Sapling is right outside Forgotten Ark, so we'll go do that. And then we'll probably go to Granny after that. Actually, that could be a shortcut to Granny, too. Whee! I love the sapling. It's just so cute. One of the things I actually really like about Sky is how a lot of the quests, the dailies and such, are just to get you to, like, calm down for a minute and think. I need to think more, talk less, in general. Think more, act less. I'm very type A, as far as personalities go. I wonder if I can make friends with this person. Hello. Would you like to be friends? Where did I make a new acquaintance? Oh, earlier, yeah. Hello. You're very sweet. I'm gonna kidnap this person. Would you like to be stolen? Are you stolen? Hold on, where's my giggle? There we go. They did not are like to be stolen. I feel like that era of, like, internet meme is gone. The, like, fake bad grammar. One of my favorite articles from the time, and I don't think this was fake, I think somebody was earnestly trying to write this, but just didn't know English very well, was, is Bruno Mars gay? The rumor come out. Do I prefer the old dailies or the new ones? I really like the old dailies. I think that they're generally simpler. I think that they're shorter. But I also like the new dailies. I like that the lights are a little more generous with the new dailies. I like interacting with the spirits. I think they're super fun. And yeah, I really like it. I see that hold on. Our category is wrong for our stream. We are not playing Majam. We are playing Sky. No one is playing Majam right now. Majam is not available right now, just so you're aware. You look absolutely stunning, by the way, Luna. That color combination is fantastic. Okay, frick it. I can't read. I can see! I have eyes! What do your elf eyes see? Oh my god, this is so much better. When I was a kid, I never liked to wear my glasses. Like, I would, but I hated it. I would avoid it. I would take them off once I got to school. I hated my glasses. And then now, if I didn't have my glasses, I don't know how I could see. I thought that they made me look nerdy or whatever, but, like, I can't see. I'm blind. Being blind is not worth it for the fashion. I'm hoping to get some contacts soon, but with the hack and everything, and all the expenses that came with that, probably not soon. They're very expensive. Well, not very expensive, but they're kind of expensive, and I'd have to get a new eye doctor appointment because I have astigmatism, and contact appointments are different than glasses appointments, so. I don't know if astigmatism is astigmatism or astigmatism. Like, one word. I think it's one word. I'm just very dumb. Come on. Bernie, Bernie. And then, oh, right, yes. We need to go to collect red light, and then we need to go to Granny's. So, I'm going to do that. I am so out of practice, it's not even funny. Oh, they're besties. They're watching. Oh no, they're headed home. Probably to also go to Granny. We're all gonna go to Granny. Granny is the field trip. I love seeing people together in Sky. It just makes me so happy. I have been all over the internet for the last few days, or for the last few weeks, trying to find another game where you get to, like, really enjoy each other's presence like you do in Sky. I have not found one. I enjoy Heartopia. I like that you can hold hands and stuff. I don't like that there's a gacha system. I know that a lot of people who are into Sky are very into cosmetics. That's why I don't stream Heartopia. I don't want to encourage gacha games, especially to a younger audience, and I understand my audience is, like, teenagers, mostly. Also, there was a really weird thing with Heartopia recently. I seem to remember there was drama around, like, one of the very few, like, characters of color in the entire game, like, ate a mushroom and then went crazy and started acting like a chimpanzee or something, and I'm like, what? Listen. I understand Heartopia is made in a different country. But really? Where is... Man, I used to know this place like the back of my hand. I'm looking for the little candle cake that's around... There it is. Okay. That's absolutely buck wild. I don't know how you would put that out there and just not think, oh, maybe, just maybe, we should think this through. I mean, they clearly had an international audience in mind, and they just did not occur to them. Maybe some sensitivity testers would be nice a little bit. I don't know. It's a cultural thing, I guess, but, like, still. It's... I don't know enough about China's culture to be like, well, they definitely should have known, you know, because there are some things that have a history here that do not have a history elsewhere. But still, really. I love the caves. They're one of my favorite spots. The caves are one of the spots where the Moth Palace is, like, generally I consider would be in the caves, sort of. And Prairie Peaks. I mean, the Moth Palace is a system of caves that connects all the realms. It's basically the wind pass of the underground. Thank you for the battery, by the way, Luna. Very much appreciating it. Oh my gosh, I'm out of practice. There we go. Oh, did you need the winged lights? I'll make sure to stop. Oh, hold on. I'm trapped. Hold on, I got you. We'll go back for some winged lights when we're done. Oh, it must be about to... Yep, there goes Eden. Boop. Just soak up these, Gosh. I need to, like, replan my entire candle route, because there's a lot more to focus on now. Because it's not just candles, it's also, hold on. Ooh. Let's make sure Miss Luna gets her wing here. And then let's go get the other wing. There you go. And then we still got time, so why don't we sit here so you can get the wing in here too. Once I grab this wax. I like seeing him just rock out. It was really sad seeing him miserable. Here we go. Grab that. And then where is... I think this is the way out? Yeah. Maybe. Potentially. I think this is the way out. We will find out in a second. If we redo the quests, we redo the quests. Whatever. Alright, let's see. I'm actually gonna drop this off and then wait up in the attic. Here we go. And while we do that, I'm having trouble monitoring TikTok chat, so we're gonna try and do that over here. Okay. There we go. For some reason, Restream has a real hard time with TikTok. But that's okay. We'll deal with that later. Hi, Sage! It's so good to see you! How are you? We're just hanging out. We're just bopping. Waiting for the granny to pop. And go! Whoa. Granny will make you sit down. Granny has graduated. She's tired of asking. Oh, that's awesome. I like the big thumbs up. It's so cute. I did not finish last season, no. But I think that's okay. Here we go. You break it down? Heck yeah. I'll break it down too. We'll do it together. There's only 8 seats. Wait, yeah, someone always is gonna be left out from sitting down, because Grandma also has to sit. They should add an extra seat to the end. Especially since Grandma is literally sitting on one of the seats. Oh, do shared spaces work in Grandma again? Hold on! Whoa! Oh no, oh no! Oh, I see. Oh, I see how they roll. Oh dear! I can't leave the shared space either. It's just here. Just hanging out. I'm just... That's alright. We're doing good. We're getting there. Oh, is that from the season 2? The spinning ball? That's really neat. This season just looks so fun. I'm really excited for it. Alright, let's see. So the other day at work, I had this really interesting... So my work is insane right now. Basically, what's going on is I'm in charge of planning what we send to, like, different marketplaces. So, like, I plan where our stuff goes so it can sell. Well, we only have one warehouse to pack that stuff. And that warehouse has been having some difficulty keeping enough people to pack things. So I've gone from planning what I want to send, what's the most profitable, how much money would we make per day based on whatever I sent, you know, stuff like that, to, okay, we're just sending whatever we can manage to get out. And it has been absolute insanity. So I actually went in and I plotted out, we would make this much per day if we prioritize this. And I know this takes longer to pack, but we would make enough more that it would make up for the time. And it didn't get through to anybody. It was stress. But on the other side, I'm actually really enjoying kind of getting to learn about like forecasting and statistics and all sorts of really interesting things. Because, one, I know a lot more about how stuff gets from where it's made to me now, but also it's just really fun to do math. I used to hate math, and now math is like my entire job, and I enjoy it. I am developing like a little program to run like profit calculations for everything, and figure out what our prices should be more easily, because the way that we do it now is pretty manual. I don't know, it's just been really fun to play around with code and spreadsheets and stuff and learn stuff. Everyone at my job thinks I'm super smart. I'm really not. I just know how to use Google Sheets. I didn't when I started the job, by the way. Somebody interviewing me asked if I knew how to do a VLOOKUP, and I was like, I've never used that in particular before, but I do know how to use Excel. VLOOKUP is like an older version of XLOOKUP, which is like required for anything you do in Excel. So I don't know how that didn't throw any red flags for like, I don't know how to use Excel, But I figured it out, and now everyone depends on me anytime math needs to be done. It's really funny and disorganized. But, you know, it's one of those things where you get, like, an actual impact, and that's nice. Alright, let's see. Oh, do they need a acquaintance? Yeah, I can be your acquaintance. We can make friends. Let's see. Here we go. I'm really excited for the final episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. It's just one of my favorite shows, and I'm very excited for, like, how it's gonna wrap up. I think I know what the twist is gonna be at this point. I mean, there's a lot of evidence for it at this point. I'm personally a big fan of the Soma theory, but I know that, hello! Thank you, Kate! Thank you for the well wishes. I'm personally a big fan of the Soma theory. I know a lot of people are a little upset because if the Soma theory is true, then it's, you know, people are like, well, then it might as well have been a dream. But for me, one of the core themes of the show is that the AIs are clearly people, you know? And so, even if they are all AI, they're still people and they matter. Okay, so the Soma theory for The Amazing Digital Circus is basically that when they got into the circus, what happened is they put the headset on, whoever they were played whatever amount of the circus, and then they took the headset off and left. And the people we are following are basically brain scans of those people. There is no exit because they are code. They are AI. They are just brain scans of people who were alive. And so a lot of people don't like the Soma theory because they feel like it takes away from the meaning of the show. You know, why would we care about these characters if they're not real? But I think one of the things we see with Gummy Goo, with Kane, is that these people are real whether they're made of code or flesh and blood. I personally think it would be a refreshing take because the idea that they're just, like, asleep somewhere, that, like, Pomni snuck into, you know, Pomni was urbexing, found a headset, and is still alive somewhere, is a little strange to me. I do know that there's also the rotting theory, but I feel like if you found a headset with a body wearing it, you probably wouldn't put the headset on. So I understand the rotting theory, which is that they're dead. Their bodies are off somewhere dead and rotting. I don't think that's true because why would you put the headset on? Hi, Resin! It's good to see you. Everyone's welcome to join, by the way. So I'm not a big fan of the rotting theory. I am a big fan of the Soma theory for The Amazing Digital Circus. If they get out, like if they escape, I'm cool with that too. But I've kind of reached a point in my life where my life is kind of stagnant. There's not all that much new happening. All the cool stuff I did was when I was younger. at least 2 years, 3 years past, you know, life has started to fall into a pretty steady rhythm. Habits are forming. Not much is changing. I don't feel unstable, but, you know, everything's kind of the same. And I feel like if they are in the Soma theory, the idea that there isn't an escape, this is what you have, and you have to make the most of it. I find that really relatable, because, yeah, I wasn't born rich. I'm never going to be somebody who jet sets around the world or, you know, does all these crazy things. I'm never going to be so wealthy that I never have to check my bank account before I buy something. I'm never going to be so famous that everybody knows my name. But I can still do things and have meaning and find meaning in a life that's pretty boring. Pretty still. Where nothing interesting is happening. I can make interesting things happen. That's why I'm working on a game. And it can go at my own pace. I choose what makes life meaningful, and it doesn't have to be what's meaningful for everyone else. One of my friends, and I'm going to keep this vague, one of my friends was in Creator Troupe. And I believe they still are, but in a different capacity. And that was like their dream at one point, and it's so many people's dreams. But once they had it, they realized it really wasn't meant for them. They didn't enjoy it. It was very stressful, and it made them not like the game, and it made them not like creating content, and they didn't like feeling like they were part of a marketing department. They didn't like being told what to create. And so they were talking to me about this, and I'm like, and one of the things they expressed was that so many people want to be in the Creator Troupe. And I asked, but do you? Like, I understand it's this huge honor and privilege, and that's fine, but is it something that you enjoy? Is it something... It can be other people's dreams without it having to be yours. And that doesn't mean that you don't like it or it's not a worthwhile dream. It just means it's not for you. It's like saying that, you know, everyone has to like the color yellow or something. It's... You got it. You achieved a lot of things. Now it's time for, it sounds like it's time for you to move on to the next thing, the next project. And they, well, thank you for the like. Hi, Elias. Hello, Melon. And they kind of took that to heart, and they're on a break now. And so, like, you know, I don't think that we have to do these crazy, grand, insane things with our lives to have our lives be worthwhile. I think our lives can be worthwhile even if we do nothing but have a happy time with our friends. I think our lives can be worthwhile if, you know, like, I get to spend time with you people. I think that's worthwhile. And I know that that is a disappointing concept. I remember, and this is going to sound so dumb, I remember the day I realized magic wasn't real. And I'm not talking like, I mean, I always knew magic. I mean, ever since I was a child, I knew magic wasn't real. But there came a point in my adult life when I had moved out for the first time, and I was living on my own, and I was in a job I hated, hundreds of miles from anyone I knew, when I realized life wasn't going to have some poetic thing happen to me. There wasn't going to be like a story. Life isn't a movie. I wasn't going to get swept off my feet or find a portal to another world or, you know, marry a rich man who is mysterious and cool or something. Life is just there. It's a blank canvas. And we can paint on it with whatever tools we have. And there are going to be other people who can paint all sorts of things in all sorts of ways that we will never get to do because we just don't have the tools. But we can do pretty damn good with what we do have. We can still find meaning and make a beautiful portrait with what we do have. We don't have to be fancy or perfect. Yes, you can see my nest. First, we're gonna go to Turtle. I think I'm probably going to get cutscene nap because I haven't been to Days of Nature yet. And I know Days of Nature ends this week, but I haven't been there. It's good to see everybody. I'm starting to worry nobody wanted to show up. I wasn't seeing anybody. Okay, let's see. Oh, it closed Twitch. That's great. Yeah, we're going to Turtle. Posture, yes. There we go. You guys are being too sweet to me. Whee! I would say one of the things I like most about Sky is how collaborative it is. And that includes like Granny and stuff. I think one of the reasons I never really got into Turtle as much until recently is because oh my gosh, thank you for the bits! Is because you have to split up, like you can't stay together. But I do really like Turtle. What on earth is... I'm assuming that's Days of Nature. I'm not sure what's going on there. Are we building a plane? Oh, that's a... We're making sand sculptures, potentially. It looks like they're making a manta out of driftwood and rocks. I like that. Alright. Turtle time! Turtle time. Here we go. It's turtle time. Hi, Scully! It's so good to see you! We're playing Sky. Hello, Ghetto! So good to see you! Congratulations on getting into Creator Troop. It's so nice to see everyone get the recognition they deserve. Genuinely, like, everyone's so nice. Everyone on this game has been, well, not everyone, but most people on this game have been super nice to me. And it really makes me happy when I see other creators, like, actually get to be recognized and get to do cool stuff. One of my best friends was in Creator Troop for a long time. They're no longer, or I think they are, but not, like, the same way. And so I'm always so proud. Oh, last year. Yes. Sorry. I only just got back into the game after last year. I kind of got a job and stopped participating in things as much. Like, I stopped making videos as much. I am planning to start doing that again. Streams are a little easier because all I gotta do is turn on a camera and be done with it. Whereas my videos, I try to keep them organic, you know. I meet somebody, they take me on an adventure, or I take them on an adventure, and I tell the story later. Candle Run is going okay. I've forgotten my candle routes, so I'm very appreciative that Luna is here. Hi, Resin! But yeah, I'm getting caught up on I'm getting caught up on Sky videos from, like, last February. It's been insane. I don't know, having a job has been really good for me. I used to worry about all sorts of really minor stuff online. And now I have a job. It really was that easy. Like, I used to obsess over, like, every little glitch and dramas and stuff. And I had a job then, but it was a job where I stayed at home. And what I'd do is I'd get on Sky while I worked. Because it was just drawing. But then I noticed all the little things. Whereas if you're not on Sky all the time, all day, you don't notice the bugs as much. Unless they stop you from being able to do dailies or something. But, like, little bugs would get under my skin. It was crazy. Oh no, baby! Baby. Baby. Emotional damage on the manatee there. Oh, we're all thinking of 2 embers. Isn't next season gonna be 2 Embers, I assume? Because I know part 2's gotta come out soonish, right? It's probably gonna be around the anniversary. But then Sky seasons are 3 months, and this season just started, so it'll be after the anniversary then. But that's okay. Well, no, the anniversary's in July, so... Yeah. Hold on. Maybe my math is bad. You're going to Tulsa Welding School. That is so cool. Maybe don't advertise what school you go to. But I'm very proud of you for going to welding school. Welders are incredible. I will say, the welding community on TikTok is like one of the most judgy communities I've ever seen. If you go to any video with a weld on it, there will be welders in the comments like, that weld is so terrible. Hello, King Krill, it's good to see you. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I'm using Restream, which is a little funky with TikTok. Oh, seashell. She sells... I can't do it. She sells seashells by the seashore. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. It's been a while. It really has. We're probably going to be doing a couple of season pass giveaways later, maybe this week, might be Monday next week. Again, recovering from the hack, but that's okay. Everyone is welcome to join, so if you're wondering about that, you are welcome. More than. I really need to go to Eden, but I'm probably going to save that for Sunday. All right. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a lot of time today. Usually I stream on Mondays when I have more time. I do not have a lot of time today. So I am going to have to raid. Oh, you're at work, King Krill. Well, it's good to see you. I am going to have to raid for Twitch, for YouTube, and TikTok. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you around, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Farewell, and I love you. And then for Twitch, we're just going to raid this person, because I've never seen them before. And now, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Time to raid a stream.